Hello and welcome to English lecture of class 10th, book First Flight, chapter 1st, A Letter to God by G.L. Fuentes. Gregorio Lopez y Fuentes was a Mexican novelist, poet and journalist. He was one of the leading chroniclers of the Mexican Revolution. He was one of the greatest writers of his time. He got his work published in many famous articles. As this story is an ironical story, means that the start of the story is little bit funny, but opposite to it also. How? We will get to know after starting the chapter. Or even if we talk about the title, A Letter to God, then what do you understand? What I understand is that it is a definite thing that there is not any mailing address to God where we can send a letter to him, right? So, what the writer is talking about. Hence, the story is talking about faith, that if anyone's faith is very strong, then impossible can also become possible. Lencho is the main character of the story, and the full story revolves around him only and to the title. Lencho is a meticulous farmer who lives in a beautiful valley on the top of the mountain. He is having his house. From that house, which was on the height of the mountain, he can see the rivers, his ripe corn dotted with the flowers, and always promised a good harvest. He always takes good care of his family. He has prepared his fields of corn and kidney beans in the midst of the valley and is waiting for the rain to replenish the soil and reap healthy harvest this year. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. One day his wife called him and the boys in to have dinner. As soon as they step inside, the rain-laden cloud appear over the mountains. Lencho goes out to enthrall in the falling droplets, which he calls as falling coins. According to him, these aren't raindrops falling from the sky, they are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are of 5s. Here, the writer has used a figure of speech which is metaphor. Now, first of all, what is metaphor? Metaphor is a comparison between two different things. Here in the story, the writer has compared those raindrops with the coins, which are two different things. But what the Lencho is predicting is what those raindrops will in future become the silver coins or the 5 rupee coins. But soon his delight turns into despair, as the rain is followed by a severe hailstorm. In a matter of hours, his entire field and its crops are covered by white hailstones. There is not a single crop left unscratched. He hoped that it passes quickly. It did not pass as quickly. Then the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white as it covered with salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lincho's soul was filled with sadness. The storm had passed. He stood in the middle of the field and said to his son, "A plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn." That night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. There no one who can help us. We will all go hungry this year. These words were of Lincho, who had who has sunk his heart into melancholy. His wife encourages him to keep faith in God, who helps those in need and feeds the hungry. Lincho is a faithful as well. He decides to ask for divine help, literally through a written appeal, as he knows little bit to write. He takes a paper and scribbles his appeal for 100 pesos and addresses it to God. He takes the letter to the town post office, affixes a postage stamp. Back at the post office, a postman collects the letter and brings it to the notice of the postmaster. They both are amused by the address on the letter and laugh also. But afterwards, postmaster realizes and admires the sheer strength of the faith in Lincho's words. In order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up an idea to answer that letter, and then they opened the envelope, and in that what they have seen that Lincho was asking for some money. So postmaster thought to collect some money from his nearer ones. So he asked for money from his employees. He himself gave the part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. By this he collected 70 pesos. They read the letter and realize his predicament as well, trying to preserve Lincho's resolute faith and in the process help a desperate man. The entire post office contributes their share to the pool money for the farmer. They collect 70 pesos and put it inside the envelope with the letters signed by God. When Lincho arrives at the post office to collect his letter from God, he is not surprised because he was having great faith on God. At all, he sees it there. He takes it and leaves, but he returns soon afterwards. He is disturbed and searches for a piece of paper and ink. He then writes something on the paper and sticks a postage stamp to it and deposits it in the post office. As soon as he leaves, the postman runs back to the post box and opens his new letter. In that letter, Lincho informs God, or you can say he complains God, that he only got 70% of his money what he has asked for. Like he had asked for 100 rupees, but only 70%, only 70 rupees he has got, and 30 pesos were left. God had sent him as the wicked and greedy people at the post office stole his 30 pesos. So he was thinking that God cannot cheat him. he must have sent 100 pesos, but these post office people had only cheated him. They are the bunch of crooks. Bunch of crooks means post office people are the dishonest people who had taken the 30 pesos. So in next letter he mentioned that if God sends again the 30 pesos, then he sent those money directly to his own address so that rest of the money could not be stolen. So the chapter finishes here only. We get to know that we should have great faith in anything. If we are having positive faith or positive feeling towards anything, we will complete or we'll achieve it. And next, one more thing is there, that we should help anyone without any need or greed, because God is there to see everything. So I hope you have understood the chapter summary. If you are having any doubt, you can ask through the message. We are having some questions in oral comprehension check. First question is, what did Lincho hope for? Answer is, Lincho hoped for rain. Next question, why did Lincho say the raindrops were like new coins? Answer, it was because raindrops would resemble the new coins. Third question, how did the rain change? What happened to Lincho's fields? Answer, the rain changed as hailstone began to fall. Lincho's fields were covered with hailstone sand, the whole crop destroyed. Fourth question, what were Lincho's feeling when the hail stopped? Answer, when the hail stopped, Lincho felt that it was a total loss. A plague of locusts would have left more than that year. They would go hungry. Lincho was desperate. He passed that night in sorrow. Second oral comprehension check. Question number first. Who or what did Lincho have faith in? What did he do? Answer, Lincho had faith in God. He wrote a letter to God demanding help from him. Second question, who read the letter? The postmaster read the letter. Question third, what did the postmaster do then? Answer, the postmaster did not want to break the Lincho's faith in God. So he decided to answer the letter and send money to Lincho. Third oral comprehension check. Question first, was Lincho surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? Answer, Lincho was not surprised to find a letter for him with money. Second question, what made him angry? Answer, he became angry when he counted the money. Actually, Lincho had demanded 100 pesos, but only 70 pesos reached him. He thought that God could not deny him what he had demanded. Certainly, the post office employees might have stolen the money, so Lincho was angry. Thank you and have a nice day. Take care.